If you feel unsteady when you turn, walk on uneven ground, or simply get up at night, you've probably been told the answer is to strengthen your legs. But if you've been trying that and still feel that frustrating wobble, it's not because you're weak. It's because your brain and your body aren't talking to each other correctly. Think of it this way. Your balance system has been running on the same forward-walking software for decades. It's become so automatic that the signals have grown weak and slow. That delay is what causes the stumble. In this video, we're not just doing another exercise. We are going to install a software update for your balance by doing something your brain hasn't done in a very long time: walking backwards safely and with purpose. This simple act forces your brain to wake up, find new pathways, and re-establish a crystal-clear connection to your feet. It's the fastest way to feel steadier, starting today. Let's begin with the first and most important step: making it safe. Let's begin with the absolute foundation. This first movement is designed to reintroduce your brain to the pattern of walking backwards in an environment of total safety. This is critical because any fear of falling creates tension, and that tension acts like static, scrambling the vital communication between your feet and your brain. By using a support, we remove the fear and create a clear channel for these new signals to be established. Your brain learns best when it feels secure. First, prepare your space. A clear, straight path in a hallway or alongside a kitchen counter is perfect. You need an uncluttered path of at least a few meters. Now, stand beside your chosen support. Place your nearest hand gently on it. Remember, your hand is a guide, a sensor. It is not there to bear your weight. Stand tall, imagining a string pulling the crown of your head to the ceiling. This lengthens your spine. Pull your shoulders back and down, opening your chest, and keep your gaze straight ahead, not at the floor. Looking forward tells your brain you are in command. When you're ready, take your first step back. It should be a slow, conscious movement. Let your hand glide smoothly along the support. The most common mistake here is shuffling. We must avoid that. Focus on intentionally lifting each foot completely off the floor. As you step back, think about the sequence. Lift, move back, and then place the ball of your foot down first, rolling back to the heel. This conscious placement is what actively rewires your brain's connections. Continue this slow walk to the end of your path. Pause. Turn around slowly, then repeat the process back to your starting point. Aim to do this for about 90 seconds. The goal is not speed, but the quality of each step. As you become more comfortable, you can introduce a small challenge. While walking, try lifting your hand off the support for just one single step. Feel how your core and hip muscles immediately engage to keep you stable, then place your hand back down. This isn't about pushing into instability. It's about giving your brain a glimpse of what it can do on its own. Knowing safety is right there. You are building a bridge of trust between your brain and your body. Now that you've established a baseline of safety and your brain understands the basic pattern, we can move to the next level. This is where we sharpen the signal. The previous step was about removing the static of fear. This step is about turning up the volume on the conversation between your feet and your brain. We will do this by changing one small, simple detail that makes a world of difference. For this movement, you can continue to use your support surface for a light touch if you need it, but the goal is to perform it without support as you feel comfortable. The key is to shift your focus from your hand to your feet. Stand tall, in the same clear path as before. Take a moment to feel your feet on the floor. Now, begin to walk backwards again, but this time you'll take slightly larger steps than you normally would. Not a giant lunge, just a deliberate extended step. And here is the crucial instruction. With each step you take, you must aim for your toes to touch the floor first. Let me explain why this is so powerful. For your entire life, you've walked forward, striking the ground with your heel first. Your brain is on autopilot for that movement, By walking backwards and intentionally landing on the ball of your foot first, you are sending a signal to your brain that it has never received in this way before. You are forcing it to wake up and pay attention to the thousands of tiny nerve endings and sensors on the soles of your feet that have been underused for decades. This is the very definition of rewiring your balance system. It's no longer a passive movement. It becomes an active, mindful exercise. Walk slowly. This is not about speed. Feel your toes make contact, then feel your weight roll smoothly back through your foot. It will feel strange. It should feel strange. That strangeness is the feeling of new neural pathways being formed. Imagine you are walking on soft sand and trying not to make a sound. That's the level of control and quiet precision you're aiming for. Perform this mindful walk for 60 to 90 seconds. If you feel wobbly, simply touch your support, reset, and continue. Remember, every single step, every conscious toe-first placement, is an upgrade to your internal balance software. You are teaching your body to feel the ground again. You've done an amazing job retraining the dynamic forward and back motion. Now we're going to solidify that progress by challenging your stability in a completely different way, by standing still. This may sound simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Dynamic balance, like walking, is built upon a strong foundation of static balance. If you can't be steady when you're not moving, you can't be steady when you are. This next exercise isolates and strengthens the precise systems responsible for that rock-solid foundation. We will be using what's called the tandem stance. This is the classic heel-to-toe position that neurologists and physical therapists use to test and train balance. It works so well because it dramatically narrows your base of support, forcing your brain to rely on the fine-tuned signals from your ankles and hips rather than just brute strength. For this, safety is paramount. Stand directly behind a sturdy chair, like a dining chair, or position yourself next to a kitchen counter. You need something stable to hold onto if you lose your balance. Now, place one foot directly in front of the other, as if you were standing on a narrow beam. The toes of your back foot should be touching, or very nearly touching, the heel of your front foot. Once you're in position, try to distribute your weight evenly across both feet. You might find yourself wanting to lean heavily on the front or back foot. Try to find the true center. Your goal is to simply hold this position. Gaze at a fixed spot on the wall in front of you. And I want you to notice something. You will feel a wobble. Do not be discouraged by this. In fact, that wobble is a fantastic sign. Those are your ankle muscles, your hip stabilizers, and your core all firing and making thousands of tiny, rapid-fire adjustments. That is the feeling of your balance system working, learning, and getting stronger in real time. Hold the position for 20 to 30 seconds. If it feels impossible at first, here's how you adapt. Simply widen the stance. Move your front foot a little bit to the side, creating a small space between your feet. This gives you a slightly wider base of support. Find the level of challenge that is right for you. It should feel difficult, but achievable. After holding for 30 seconds, bring your feet back to a normal stance, pause, and then switch, placing the other foot in front. The goal is to be equally steady on both sides. Everything we've done so far has been leading to this moment. We've established safety, we've awakened the nerves in your feet, and we've challenged your static stability. Now, we are going to perform the ultimate system upgrade by intentionally creating a conflict between your senses. This forces your brain's balance control center to come online at full power. It sounds complex, but the movement is simple, and it is the single most effective way to build the kind of robust, real-world balance that keeps you safe when you are distracted or have to turn your head quickly. Here's the science in a nutshell. A huge part of your balance depends on your vision. Your eyes give your brain constant information about where you are in relation to your surroundings. In this exercise, by turning your head while holding a challenging stance, we temporarily take that reliable visual information away. This creates a moment of sensory confusion. Your brain is forced to stop seeing where it is and start feeling where it is. relying purely on the signals from your inner ear, your vestibular system, and the proprioceptive signals from your feet and ankles that we've just spent time waking up. This is the final exam for your balance system. Let's get into position. Again, stand beside your sturdy chair or counter. Get into the same tandem stance as before, with one foot directly in front of the other, heel to toe. Find your center. Now, extend your arms out to your sides like airplane wings. This doesn't just look like a balance pose, it actively helps. Your arms act as counterweights, and the tiny nerve endings in your arms and shoulders send additional positioning data to your brain, giving it more information to work with. Once you are as steady as you can be in this position, you will begin the final, crucial step. Very slowly, turn your head to look to one side. Then, just as slowly, turn it to look to the other. That's it. Continue this gentle, slow, side-to-side head turn while your body remains locked in the tandem stance, facing forward. You are going to feel extremely wobbly. I cannot stress this enough. That is the entire point. That intense wobble is your brain working overtime, sorting through the conflicting signals and strengthening the connections that matter most. Do not fight the wobble. Manage it. Use the chair for a quick touch whenever you need it. The goal is not to be perfectly still. The goal is to stay upright through the instability. Aim for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch your feet and repeat. This single exercise, more than any other, prepares you for the unpredictable nature of daily life. You did it. You have just taken a huge, active step towards rebuilding and reclaiming your balance. You progressed from a safe, supported walk to a complex brain challenge in just a few minutes. This proves that your body is still adaptable and your brain is ready to learn. The key now is consistency. What you did today is the blueprint. Let's quickly address a couple of common questions. First, how often should I do this routine? The ideal is to practice these movements 3 to 5 times per week. Remember, consistency is far more important than intensity. 5 focused minutes every other day will create more lasting change than one long, difficult session once a week. Second, I felt very wobbly, especially on the last 2 exercises. Am I doing it wrong? Absolutely not. In fact, it means you are doing it exactly right. That feeling of wobbling is your entire balance system, your nerves, muscles, and brain, working together, firing off new signals, and figuring out how to stabilize you. The wobble is the feeling of learning. Embrace it, use the support when you need it, and know that with each session, that wobble will slowly but surely get smaller. The power to improve your stability is in your hands. It doesn't require a gym or any fancy equipment, just your commitment to yourself. And now, I want to hear from you. This helps our whole community learn together. In the comments below, please tell us, which of the 4 exercises felt the most surprising or challenging to you? Was it the mindful toe-first walk or the final head-turning challenge? There's no wrong answer, and sharing your experience helps everyone. Finally, if you are serious about continuing this journey to becoming stronger and steadier, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. In our next video, we are going to reveal the #1 common household item that could be secretly sabotaging all of your hard work. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for trusting me with your time today. Stay strong, stay steady, and we'll see you in the next video.